This is the Barbados Today evening news for Thursday, May 11. Thank you for joining us. I am Mary Claire Williams. The Barbados Secondary Teachers Union has begun to make good on its threat to turn up the heat on the Ministry of Education, the Labour Department and 3 school boards for what it says was the unfair dismissal of 3 of its members. Barbados Today understands that a significant number of staff members at Combermere School and some from the St. George Secondary School left the job around 1 o'clock this afternoon, and sources say they are unlikely to report to work tomorrow. On Wednesday, BSTU President Mary Redmond told reporters the union's shop stewards met behind closed doors the previous day, and following the talks, they decided that a more drastic response is needed in the face of what they maintain is a lack of respect being shown for the industrial relations process. A 22-year-old St. Michael man has been remanded to prison after appearing in court today, charged with a number of gun-related offences. The charges against Rashed Jabar Gittens of Bellevue Gap, Waterford, St. Michael, are related to a shooting on Tuesday at Waterhall Land, St. Michael. In that incident, Rico Bovell of Niles Road, Waterhall Land, Eagle Hall, was shot in his left foot. He was taken to the Queen Elizabeth Hospital for medical attention. Gittens appeared before Magistrate Christy Coffey Sargent in the District A Magistrate Court this morning, charged with 1 count of serious bodily harm and 1 count of the use of a firearm. He is due to return to court on June 8th. A new organization has been formed to represent the more than 1,000 Airbnb hosts in Barbados. The Barbados Entrepreneurship and Tourism Association says it will contribute to any legislation that will impact on operators of the home sharing program here. The body was formed amid calls from local hotel operators for tighter controls on the accommodation sector, including the increasingly lucrative Airbnb. The Barbados Tourism Product Authority has confirmed that new guidelines are being drafted to include regulation of the short-term rental programs to ensure the entire accommodation sector is meeting all minimum international standards. The founder told today's media launch that they will meet with the BTPA on Monday to discuss concerns over any planned regulations.
When I say fair home sharing regulations, it's important to note that a lack of regulations doesn't mean a lack of standards. As we've noted here, these regulations are meeting world-class standards, and any regulations should consider the fact that in San Francisco, in Amsterdam, and in New York, what's happening is that these places have housing crises. In Barbados, there's actually no such housing crisis. What we have is a situation in Terra's Red Book, for example, in 2017, the housing market is actually down by 10% in Barbados. So regulations should be considering these main points.
Wesleyan educator Kits Cadet is calling for the reintroduction of a Methodist school in Barbados. But she says the emphasis must be placed on preparing the children for a digital world in addition to religious instruction. Cadet, a school principal in Trinidad, was delivering the 11th annual Sarah Ann Gill Memorial Lecture at the Frank Collymore Hall.
Having our own church schools, I believe that is the way. But it must not be a church school that toes the line. Yes, it must not be. I understand there are lots of private schools in Barbados, and I was asking Reverend Tanya, I said, so if there are lots of private schools and I wanted to build a Methodist school in Barbados, why would a parent want to send their, unless it's a Methodist parent, why would I want to send my child to the Methodist school? What is going to be different about the Methodist school? And we have to hold our truths as we work with our children, but we also have to hold those truths in the times that we are in. So basic morals and values, those things, and belief and faith and love for Jesus Christ, those things remain, and those are going to be core to what we teach. But as we teach, we must also expose their minds. So yes, a Methodist school, but let us be very intentional in the curriculum of that Methodist school.
There's regional and international news after this short break. When it comes to your family, what do you dream of? Enjoying the sights of Italy, seeing the Eiffel Tower for the first time, or experiencing the cuisine of Spain? Courts can make your family dream come true. Shop at Courts for a chance to win a dream cruise for a family of 4. Spend $999 or over at any Court store or online at shopcourts.com. Every $100 gets you a chance to win that cruise to give you more fun time with your family by cruising the Mediterranean, a value of over $20,000. So stop dreaming and start shopping to make your dream come true at Courts, bringing value home.
Morning, Miss Oya.
Morning. You again. So you're washing cars now? Well, I can't keep up with you at all.
Yes, girl, you know they're going provision to selling slow. And I don't sell nation newspapers at all because them don't sell. So I washing cars now. I like to get up before 8:30 because I can't take the hot sun. You want the car wash?
No, not today. It clean.
But you're going in very early though?
Yeah, I just going early so I can read the Barbados Today online before work starts.
Right. But you can still let me clean the vendor for the $2. At least it's still cheaper than the nation newspaper.
All right.
I got a special boo here that I got it shiny. Thank you. Enjoy your day here.
You too.
All right. What that paper is? She can see clearly when the dirt is gone.
The Barbados Today, news you can trust.
We're back now with news from the region. Trinidad and Tobago's finance minister delivered some good news to the nation when he announced there would be no fuel price increase in his mid-year review of the budget. Co-member also said that overall revenue in the first half of the year was better than expected in the Twin Island Republic. We get more in this report from TV6 News.
In his presentation of the mid-year review of the 2016-2017 budget, the finance minister said there was an issue he wanted to put to rest. As gasoline and diesel prices went up by 15% in the mid-year review of the 2016-2017 budget, just months after an initial 15% hike in the 2015-2016 budget. The finance minister said the government has made it clear it plans to remove the subsidy on gasoline and diesel by 2018.
So that the price of fuel will rise and fall in accordance with changes in world oil prices and the ex-refinery price of petroleum products. This requires the proper design and application of an appropriate pricing formula, which is being worked on at this time. There will thus be no increases in fuel prices in this mid-year review.
This means that super unleaded gasoline will remain at $3.58 per litre and diesel will remain at $2.30 per litre at least until September 30th when this financial year ends. The finance minister also noted that the nation has lost US $2.5 billion in annual foreign exchange inflows since 2014, but
there will be no drastic or sudden depreciation of the currency.
And further afield, security forces in Iraq say they are days away from completing the operation to recapture the city of Mosul from the Islamic State. The Army's Chief of Staff, Lieutenant General Otham al-Ghanimi, says he hopes the jihadist group will be defeated in the city before the Islamic holy month of Ramadan begins on May 26. He said recent gains in the north meant that the remaining militants are being squeezed into a smaller area. Pro-government forces launched a major offensive to retake the city in October with the support of US-led coalition forces. And that's news this evening. Remember, you can get more on our website, www.barbadostoday.pb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We're on Izumi Media in bus terminals and Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. You can also find us on Mix 96.9 FM for more news and sports. I am Marie Claire Williams. Have a good evening.